Okay, so we're going to do a variation of a dead bug, and we're going to be using the wall behind us, okay? So we're calling this a wall bug because it's a combination of a wall press and a dead bug, okay? First thing I want to do is I want to make sure I have a wall to use. I'm going to lay down with my head to the wall approximately. I like to put my one hand on top of the other, and that's about the distance from the wall I'm going to set my head. So there's a little gap between my head and the wall, okay? First thing I need to do from this position is I'm taking my hands and I'm going to the wall with them, okay? I want to get about a 90-degree angle at my elbow with my arm and my upper arm and to the wall, okay? Palms are facing the wall, my fingers are facing down, okay? And I want to keep my elbows nice and close together, okay? I don't want to be out here. I want to stay nice and close at my shoulder width, okay? From here, legs come up, and I'm going into a 90-degree position on my leg. So this is my start position. Now the first thing I want to do from here is I want to press into the wall with my hands as if I'm trying to push my body away from the wall. And I'm going to push hard enough that I have pressure, but I'm not moving my body, okay? So I need to keep this pressure steady throughout the entire exercise and make sure my elbows stay in and don't flare out, okay? So I got my 90 degrees, I'm pressing. Now, I'm gonna start off first with one leg. I'm gonna extend, straighten, heel tap the floor. I'm coming back through. The entire time I'm pressing into the wall. Tapping, opposite foot, coming back. Now together. Straight, tap, come back. That's one. Slow out, tap, come back. Opposite foot, slow out, tap, come back. Together. Out, tap, and back. Now, the entire time I'm doing this movement, I'm pressing my hands into the wall as if I'm trying to push myself away, pushing hard enough so that I'm feeling that tension, that constant pressure, but I'm not actually pushing myself away, okay? And I'm keeping my elbows squeezed in. The other really important thing in this is to make sure I don't press my back into the mat, okay? I want to keep that natural curve in my back through the entire time. So the tendency when you get here is as you start extending to flatten out your back. Let me do it without the wall here so you can see. So as I start to extend, the tendency is to flatten my back and push my back as I'm doing this. I want to make sure I keep this natural curve that's here throughout the entire time, okay? A regular dead bug you're going to do from this position right here, okay? You're just going to be here, and you're going to be pressing out, pressing out, pressing out, making sure my hips stay on the mat. I got that natural curve. My shoulders are on the mat and my head are on the mat. When I add the wall, I'm pressing, actively pressing as hard as I can into the wall, making sure that all those cue points stay the same. My hips are down, my shoulders are down, the back of my head is touching, my arms are up, actively pressing into the wall through the whole thing, making sure I don't press my lower back into the mat. So I'm going to show you one more time. I use my two hands on top to get my distance, head to the wall. So I have about a, 3-inch or so gap there. I'm bringing my hands up, 90 degrees approximately. Okay, my fingertips are down, palms to the wall. Elbows are nice and tight. Feet come up. Pressing into the wall hard enough to try and push myself, but without moving. Maintaining this 90 degrees, elbows are tight. My feet come up to 90 degrees. Slowly extending one leg. Heel tap. Actively pushing, keeping that natural rotation, that natural arch in my spine. Tapping. Coming up. Okay? So I want to move slowly through it. I don't do a count. I just slowly move. I slowly extend. I slowly tap. You guys saw how I do that. I'm not counting. And the entire time I'm doing that, I'm pressing into the wall. Now, there's a couple ways you can do it. One repetition is left leg, right leg, both legs I come back. Now, you can do that, then you can release tension on the wall, rest for a second, and then go into your next one. Or you can keep that tension the entire time and do 5 repetitions all the way through. It's up to you. You can start one at a time and gradually build up to 5. And that's my my wall bug. You can also start with the dead bug, which I showed briefly, without the wall, and then add going to the wall later if you want.